Welcome back, everybody, to Big and Tall Basement Banter. This is our first ever midway season check-in.
Woo woo!
What a recap!
Woo.
We got a lot of food on our plate here.
Mm-hmm.
Let's dive right in. Jordan, how are you, buddy?
I'm all right. Did you like my? I felt like my woo 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 wasn't. I didn't like.
Everyone needs a woo girl. I mean,
Yeah, but I didn't like. I was too soft with it. I didn't.
oh, you want to come like stronger?
Yeah, can we? It's from the top.
Yeah. Welcome back, everybody.
Woo! Too much?
I don't know if it was enough.
I don't think I can do anymore. My mom might kick me out of this basement, and we need it for the
I
studio.
like your energy
Okay.
for our first half
First
of season
ever
one.
halfway check-in, halfway house,
Halfway house, midwife,
midwife,
Love Island, dogs out.
Yeah,
Dude, how are you?
I'm all right. You ever seen Love Island?
I have never watched Love Island.
I've seen a few seasons.
I do have a kind of like something to spill about it. I've never watched Love Island.
I'm on the next season. They told me I couldn't tell anybody, but, you know.
Jordan, how are you?
I'm all right. How are you?
Not bad, not bad.
I'm
What are you been getting
excited.
into, man? You staying slippery? What are you up to?
Slippery, wobbly.
Nice.
Still feeling good.
Good.
Living La Vida Loca.
Good.
It's been weird where we live. It's been unseasonably warm.
Yeah, it's weird.
I took my dogs for a walk.
Really?
And my pets.
All 10 of them?
Yep.
Nice.
So 12, all 12. Yep.
You got a dozen dogs out.
I had a dozen dogs out.
Man.
Just strolling through the neighborhood.
A dozen big ones.
In I don't know when this episode comes out, but
March.
just mid-February. Not even mid, but like should be the height of winter.
Mid. This weather's been great. What are you talking about, mid?
I actually know the weather has been mid. I want it to be cold.
Really?
Yeah.
You want like a last hurrah of winter?
Yeah. I mean, I like when things are supposed to be what they are. When it's winter, it's supposed to be winter.
Right.
Fucking global warming, dude.
Never heard of her. Neither is Logan Roy.
Does he not believe in global warming?
No, he's like Fox News.
Oh, yeah, he's okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Our last episode, all the climate change deniers from Uncle Ewan.
Oh, yeah. That's just...
The blood of millions.
Mm-hmm.
I got 1,000 acres. You got the rest of the world. I don't know why he's Mr. Krabs.
I don't think he laughs like that. I don't think he has ever laughed.
I don't think he's ever laughed in his life.
Imagine him laughing. I bet you he laughs at the most fucked up shit.
You think?
Yeah, like a
He's
construction
Canadian,
accident or something where someone dies.
Really?
He's like, you fell funny. That's probably what makes him laugh. He's like one of those guys.
I can see Logan laughing at that.
Yeah, who knows? Things we'll never know.
So I'm not going to lie. I found a new form of stress in my life I didn't know existed. So have you ever partaken in the spectating event of watching youth basketball?
Yeah, as a youth.
But you've never been like a spectator from afar.
Yeah, I've been to your games. You're bench god. I've been to your games.
Who lost 11-0?
Okay.
Who lost?
I'm cutting this.
Who lost?
This is not reaching air.
If this doesn't make it, we're done.
We're
done.
I'm cutting
Who
it.
lost 11-0?
But no, yeah, I've been to some rec games.
So one of our family friends, he's got a fourth grader, so we went to go watch his game.
I don't think I've been to that.
This is like pee-wee stuff.
Ooh.
Like where they all just put their arms up and just chase the ball. It's a little more organized than that now because they're a little older. But so they have all of the seating at the end underneath the basket on the far end. So
underneath the basket?
pretty much like it's like right behind the basket. So like if
Okay.
they're shooting there, like you look through the hoop basically.
It's so dumb.
A little bit.
Is there no room on the sides?
No,
Is it one of those places that has like courts, like a bunch of courts? Okay, yeah.
it was like the rec center. So they come over to all the parents and the kids watching, and they asked if anyone could keep track of the fouls. Just writing on a piece of paper, just checking foul box next to their number. And everyone's radio silent, so I said, "Yeah, I'll check some boxes."
Do they eject these little kids
I'm teeing them up.
You're
out of here.
Number 21, he's out of here. He's going back.
Smoking
Take him
too
to
many
Wendy's.
darts.
Get him a mini Frosty. Take him home. He's done for the day.
So they do keep track of fouls. Like, you can get ejected. It's like a ridiculous number of fouls, I think.
Imagine getting ejected from a 4th grade.
That's pretty tough. That's a scouting report.
If I would have known that was possible when I played, I would have been ejected every game.
Dennis Rodman, menace.
I'm at a world peace. My elbow's going everywhere.
Ron Artest type action. Malice at the Palace. So anyways, if there was a Malice at the Palace in Pee Wee youth sports, that would be the best sporting event ever to watch, by the way. Just clubbing each
4th
other.
graders going at
That'd be
it
awesome.
with adults in the stands.
Yeah, they're filming. Someone's got to hold the camera.
True. So they ask you to keep track of the fouls?
I'm keeping track of fouls. So I go to the scorer's table, and they have a little scoreboard that sits on like a little picnic table. So I come over. I'm like, hey, I'm supposed to be keeping track of fouls. And there's a guy with a pencil and a piece of paper. He goes, oh, no, I'm keeping track of fouls. We need someone to run the scoreboard. And I'm like, okay, can someone show me how? And the ref gives him the ball, and they start the game.
So you're just mid game having to figure out how to work this thing?
I've never tried to defuse a bomb. That's the closest I've ever been to my life.
You're like Jeremy Renner from Hurt Locker.
Yes.
You got that crazy outfit on.
Dude.
It's all sticky from 4th graders fucking touching all over it.
It was terrifying, but I figured it out. I made it through. It was a real testament of my character. It's something I'm going to put on a resume. Like,
now, here's my question.
Run a scorer's table of a 4th grade youth basketball game.
Which is impressive.
I know.
Valuable skill. My pet peeve whenever I went to like rec games or like high school games and stuff like that is when the person running the scoreboard didn't stop the clock.
Yeah.
Did you stop the clock?
So they only stopped the clock for timeouts and free throws, but the last shot, the clock starts. I found that out 15 minutes into the game.
So were you doing it? That's funny.
That game went like 10 more minutes than it should.
That's hilarious. I always hated in rec games and stuff, like games were like that were coming down to the wire, but like it's the last minute and there should be like stoppage.
Yeah.
But no one's stopping the clock on the scoreboard, so it's so anticlimactic. Pet peeve of mine.
And it was also like 4:30 or like 4 o'clock, and the refs have been
AM?
there. He's got a bunch of dogs, you know. Taking my dogs to the rec center. No shoes, no socks, no problem.
There should be a barefoot. You know, they got the WNBA, NBA. Should be a barefoot league.
I think that's called soccer. Please cut that. What the fuck?
What?
Cut that. Somebody, whoever's editing this, please cut
that
it.
is the promo for this episode. That's what we're posting on all the socials.
So,
call that
soccer.
Hey, they should call that soccer
That's
ball.
called soccer football, boy. No, so it was at 4 o'clock, like 4 to 4:30, and they've been there since 8 o'clock in the morning. Those refs were freaking pissed, dude.
Could you imagine what your life has become if you're reffing 4th grade rec?
For 9 hours?
For 9 hours on a week. It was a weekend, right?
Sunday.
On a Sunday.
Yep.
God's day.
The Lord's Day. Lord must love youth basketball.
I bet he does. You know that funny... There's that funny Cosby bit. Was it a Cosby bit? Yeah, it was a Cosby bit. You know. Got to separate the art from the artist. But it's the Cosby bit, and it's I think it's one of the jokes Amy Schumer stole from him or something. But it's the whole thing where like professional athletes, they like go into the post-game press conference, and the first person they thank before anybody else is God.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, I bet their mom and dad's at home seeing that, like, oh yeah, you thank God first, not me. I took you to every practice, bought you all your cleats, all your baseballs, basketballs, all the pads, all that shit. But no, you thank God first. It's a funny joke, but Cosby did it a little bit better.
He did a lot of things different.
He did a lot of things I wouldn't do and haven't done yet, ever, before.
Chris Hansen.
Well, that sounds fun. Did you get? Then you didn't pay anything.
So they pay like $2,000 an hour, but I was only there for like 30 minutes, so they just slid me $1,000. So I was kind of pissed.
Better than nothing.
Yeah. I ended up just burning it. I mean, what else am I gonna do with it? But no, there was the only payment was the kids not giving a fuck because the one team lost by 26.
Was that who was it? The person
it was
you knew?
the home team won by 26.
But you said it was a friend's kid?
Yeah.
Did their team win?
Oh yeah, they mopped the floor.
Okay.
Like the other team didn't score a point in the second half.
Damn.
Like the ref told me with 10 minutes left, don't stop the clock. I said, even for timeouts? He said, don't stop the clock.
So that's like how the Lions fell apart against
yeah, really.
just didn't show up for the second half. Speaking of, I know again, it's a little bit later by the time this episode, we'll date this episode, but the NFL honors, Browns swept
Talk about getting your dogs out.
Browns were in
Get your dogs out and pick up a trophy.
There you go. Holy shit. We got what, got half of the awards?
They have 4 awards.
Stefanski, Garrett, Flacco. What was the last?
Jim Schwartz, assistant coach of the year.
Yeah. We swept up, dominated.
Some dogs.
Absolute dogs.
Dogs. What kind of dogs, Aaron? Dogs.
But in the Super Bowls this weekend date us even more.
Why not? It's
fun.
approximately 8:55.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it's coming up. It should be good. I mean, please, 49ers, please.
Please, dear God.
Please,
dear God.
Please.
Have you heard all these like all the shit about like Taylor Swift? And people were like,
who?
She's this small independent artist. Google her after the show.
Okay, not on Twitter though, right?
I don't know. X?
Sorry.
X.
Wakanda forever.
There's all these people like breaking down her like travel routes and her travel time because she's in
Tokyo,
Japan.
Yeah.
But like right now or like the day before or something, and they're trying to like break down, can she make it in time?
There's a lot of stress around it for a billionaire to make it to a game where a bunch of men being paid millions get to play a child's game.
Mm-hmm. I just thought that was funny that people care that much to like break down her travel time.
I know.
Like she doesn't even have to even think about it now because there's people posting about it.
I know they're doing the work for her.
Yeah, she's like, so what time should I wake up? What time do I gotta get to the airport? Nope, some dude in Des Moines, Iowa, already mapped it all out for you.
The rich getting richer. Now, the Super Bowl should be fun. They're estimated over 1,000 private jets flying into Vegas.
Seriously?
For the weekend. Yep.
God. Well, we're never gonna have a cold winter again.
Yeah, really.
I was gonna say something. Oh, the halftime show. Usher? Why? When was the last time he released a song or did anything?
Like 1990 something?
Yeah. Wasn't the last like big thing he did is Justin Bieber? Like he discovered Justin Bieber?
He did Justin
and then
Bieber?
He did him?
Chris?
Well, what has he done since?
Truly have no clue.
I don't want to hate on him.
I think you almost like have to like own a home to know because you have to be old enough.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's like a rite of passage type thing. Like every house comes with an usher.
And isn't he known for his dancing? Is he?
Yeah, he's pretty cold.
He's too old now though to like be dancing and flipping around.
Nah, he's crazy.
Who do you think he's gonna bring out any special guests?
Maybe Justin Bieber.
That would suck.
Maybe they'll bring out Taylor Swift.
Yeah, they missed a huge opportunity.
What if they just like drop her out of the plane?
What if they just last minute cancel Usher? Be like, yeah,
now we're good.
Taylor, she really wants to.
Yeah. She thinks it'll help Travis, so we probably have to.
Yeah, she thinks a good luck charm. There's so many TikToks. This one guy, have you ever seen that one really tall ginger guy with a mustache on TikTok? He does like skits and sketches. It's good podcast content. He just posted a funny one about what would happen if the Chiefs lost, Kelsey lost, and Taylor Swift just slowly backing away like, we are never, ever, ever getting back together, and then slapping her hands, and she just disappears.
What?
I don't know. Top tier comedy.
Top tier.
But yeah, I got Niners.
Yeah, me too.
Purdy's Purdy.
Pretty good.
Pretty good.
Pretty good. You know what else is pretty good? Some six. Some Succession.
What did you just say?
I stopped halfway there.
I didn't know what the fuck was. I thought you were having a stroke for a
You
second.
know what else is pretty good?
Subsistion. That's what I just heard from you.
Some
Succession.
Succession.
Halfway through the first
Dude,
season.
we're halfway through the first season. We're flying through this.
Not really. We started this in what, June?
No, I have no clue what you're talking about.
No, we're getting into it. You know, holidays.
Yeah.
Busy.
How do you feel about the show so far? We know how you felt at the start.
Mm-hmm.
Go back to episode 1.
Go
Get
back.
a little recap. See how basically negative Jordan was and how he's all warm and fuzzy about it now.
I'm still pretty negative about it now.
Where are you at? After episode 5, how do you
On a
feel?
scale of 1 to 10, I'm at like a 7.3.
Really?
For the overall show.
Let me ask you this.
But I will say I'm excited. I'm a 7.3 with how it's gone so far,
Yeah.
but I'm also excited to see how it keeps on going.
Like, where do you think your ranking was the week before episode 5? Where were you after episode 4?
I think that it was either episode 3 or episode 4 I really didn't like.
Yeah.
So I don't think I was very high.
I think this last one's really brought you back in.
Yeah, I think before this, before this one I was probably at like a 6.
Yeah.
But after this last one,
I know.
after that cranberry sauce smackdown,
Stuff's getting hot.
yeah, I'm up to like a 7. I'll say 7.5. I'm excited to see. Honestly, I'm just excited to see if there's any more cranberry sauce smackdowns.
So it's pretty much like a recurring joke for them.
Okay.
So, yeah, you see like alley oops.
I'm open. Just hit a kid between the around behind the back.
Kobe.
You do a self alley oop off the forehead, catch it, smack him across the face. Oh,
If this gets 1 million views, we're going to smack the shit out of each other with some cranberry sauce.
cranberry sauce alley oops.
But I think it's really it's picking up some steam.
It is.
We're rolling now.
I swear to God, after I watch the 6th episode, if I don't want to just sit down and binge all of it,
you're gonna want to watch the rest of the series. The rest of the series.
you've been staking everything on this.
I know.
Since
My
day
entire
one.
credibility is staked on episode 6.
I can't wait to come back next episode and just be like,
This show sucks.
this show sucks. What are you talking about?
You'll see.
I guess we will.
It's gonna get good. It is good. It's fantastic. It's the best show
Allegedly.
that's ever been on television.
Allegedly.
Ever.
Speaking of, I was curious about your other top shows. Like,
Yeah.
what are you? So, Succession's your top show. I
Right.
feel like we should get like an idea of what your other top shows are, just to
So,
see your taste. Maybe.
I just finished Better Call Saul.
All right, I'm in the middle of that, baby.
Oh man, it's so good. It
Okay.
takes so long. You think Succession takes long? How long does it take?
Long.
Pretty long.
Yeah.
It's a slow burner, but it's good. I feel like you almost have to put Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul together in a sense. Like, I think I gotta have them both in there.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I could do one without the other.
I know there's a big camp, like a very sizable amount of people that think Better Call Saul's better.
Oh yeah, they're
Than
definitely
Breaking
like
Bad.
wrong. Yeah,
Ooh, okay.
yeah.
But you still you said it before Breaking Bad though.
I did because I've watched it more recent.
Oh,
Recency
okay.
bias.
Recency bias.
I'm a young man with no opinion. So, no, I think Better Call Saul isn't as good as Breaking Bad. I think Breaking
Okay.
Bad will always be better.
Yeah, I mean Breaking Bad's just. Yeah, there's nothing that's better.
It's too good.
It's-
Vince went too hard.
He did. Gilligan's Island.
Gilligan's Vince.
It's kind of like that show, like The Sopranos was like the first show that was like, oh shit, TV can actually be really, really good.
Yeah.
And it was on HBO, and then Breaking Bad was like, oh shit, cable TV can be really, really fucking good.
Yep.
Those
Yeah,
are
people
two,
thought
like,
it
the
could
two,
get better, and then it never did.
and never. Cable TV or TV in general? I don't think there's ever been a better cable TV.
I don't think so either. I think TV in general.
I think there's some shows that give it a run for its
There's
money.
this HBO one. It's called like
For Fleflin?
Professions.
White Lotus?
Is it
White Lotus? Have you watched that show?
Euphoria?
I can't watch that.
No, I got 10 minutes in.
To which one? Euphoria or
Euphoria.
Yeah.
Too many willies, dude.
I got 2 episodes in. I'm okay with willies. All right. I ain't scared of a willy. It was just too depressing.
It is very sad.
Every episode I wanted to kill like after I got done, I wanted to die. And nothing good happened. There were no feel good moments.
Yeah, I don't think that's what that show's all about.
Yeah, but like why
Breaking Bad is where you find those.
There are.
A man who abandons his family in his search to find his one true purpose.
Spoiler warning, but when fucking ding 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 when he blew up and killed Los Pollos Hermanos guy.
See.
There's never been a more feel good moment in my entire life.
That's what I'm saying. Dude, that shot when it pans over. There's nothing better.
Have you not seen it? Do you want to? Oh, sorry, shit.
Oh, really?
My bad. Did you hear that? Okay, we won't say anything else. Oh, that's a huge spoiler.
Oh, no.
I'm kidding. There's something else I was going to say. I'm not going to say it now.
Yeah, so definitely Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul are up there for me.
Okay. Can't.
So this is going to be really sad. The first movie that I remember watching as a child was The Matrix. Because of my dad. It's kind of messed up.
That's some strong piss.
Yeah, you guys got to check out our new line. Link in bio. Gator Piss.
Gator piss. Got to say it right. Gator piss.
Some Gator Piss. If you're not pissing Gator when you're done, then just drink some more.
You know how all these
Cheers.
like Barstool guys and all these like Barstool podcasts like are making their own drinks and stuff.
Yeah.
Almost Friday.
Mm-hmm.
We should do that.
We're going to
Gator piss.
Gator up.
Gator up.
Gator
Gator
up.
down.
Gator down all around.
It's gonna be it's only gonna sell in
that's some
Florida.
piss.
It's only gonna sell in Florida.
Yep. What shows are your holy grails of television? Let's sprinkle movies in too. Open the kimono.
Oh shit.
Oh wait, sorry, I kind of got on a tangent. So
Yeah, you were saying something. You got Brady.
So-
Okay, yeah.
So the first movie I remember watching
Yeah.
was The Matrix.
Okay.
Because my dad loved it.
Mm-hmm.
I had to be like 3 or 4.
Okay.
No, 3 or 4. No one should be watching The Matrix. Let's be real here. I mean, it was good. Don't get me wrong, but it wasn't that good. It was like it's like one of your core memories. Like, man, that was like the first movie I ever watched in my life.
Mm-hmm.
That's the one. But the second one,
The second movie you saw, or the second Matrix?
no, the second movie I ever saw.
Okay.
Fast and the Furious. So good.
So bad.
good.
So bad.
One of the smallest budgets ever.
The first one?
Yeah.
Okay, the first one's fine.
First one's great.
Tokyo one's the best.
Everyone
It's the only one that's enjoyable.
everyone says that, and it's such a bad take.
All the other ones are copy
No,
and paste,
it's
copy and paste,
It's
copy
such a
and
bad
paste.
take.
Tokyo's the only one that felt like a different
1,
movie.
2, 4, and 5.
Sound ridiculous.
Because it goes
1, 7, 13, 51.
and D. So the order goes for Fast and the Furious is 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 3, 7, 8, 9, 10.
It's the dumbest shit I've ever heard in my entire life.
Yeah, it's stupid because Tokyo Drift doesn't belong. Just
No wonder it's probably why
the
it's
only reason
only
anyone
good
likes
one.
it because they go Tokyo.
That's exactly why I like it.
Dude, we should do a
Holy
podcast.
shit. Call it the Tokyo
Tokyo!
podcast.
We'll get canceled. So, anyways, yeah. So like the first Fast and the Furious
Mm-hmm.
has such a nostalgic little blanket around it of subjective viewpoint that I'll never get off my high horse.
Because it was the second movie you ever saw, but the first one you saw that you actually liked.
Yeah, because The Matrix was like, as a 4-year-old, it's like, what the hell's going on?
And that was also, what, 2004? 5? You born in 2000 or 2001?
I was.
So 2004.
Yeah, right around there.
And that was made in, what, the 80s?
The Matrix?
Mm-hmm.
That was like the late 90s.
I thought that was an 80s movie.
No.
Oh.
Remember they
Nonetheless,
had a cell phone?
it's been so long since I've seen
Oh.
it. But, like, the like CGI and the special effects it's the best.
It's
Like,
90s.
aren't what you're used to.
Yeah.
And not what they had become by 2004 probably. Anyways, if I remember seeing older movies as a kid and being like, why the fuck would I want to watch that? The CGI sucks ass.
Why would I play a video game from 1990? This blows.
Dumb.
So yeah, definitely Fast and Furious for movies is up there for me. Also, the first one I ever saw in a movie theater is the first Cars.
How do you remember this?
Because I was a kid who didn't get to do things. I only got to do it with my friend who's probably watching. You better be, you son of a bitch.
Jesse?
He better be.
Track his ass down if he's not. So you just liked it because it's the nostalgia, right?
Yeah, it has a subjective viewpoint that will never ever come off of it.
Yeah.
It's just, it is what it is. I watched it like a week ago. I watch it like once a year. Just a little check-in, make sure nothing changed. From a
Make sure
movie.
so all
Yeah.
good. All right, this
From
checks out.
23 years ago.
Well, it's gonna be they're still making them, right?
I haven't watched anything past 7.
Well,
That's when Paul Walker died. Peace
pedophile.
out.
Right?
Yeah.
I thought that was right.
That's what I said when he died.
They're gonna be in some trouble now because Vin Diesel is in hot water right now.
He is. Mark Sinclair.
Is that his character's name?
That's his real name.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
His name's not Vin Diesel?
You thought he was born you thought his last name was Diesel in car action figure movies?
Dude, there's people out there with their last names Wiener or
Yeah.
Cox.
Yeah. Hose.
Hose.
Yeah.
So I don't know, man.
I had someone come into work one time. Their last name was Blower.
Were they holding a Pringles can?
No, they were not holding a Pringles can. Go watch episode 5, people.
No, that's what we call a callback.
That's a callback.
Are we ever gonna connect on one of those?
No.
We only in the
Minute
beginning.
we do, it's gonna have to have like a graph of like an explosion of this whole set just
Yeah.
lighting on fire.
Every episode from now on, we're just in like a black void from the void from Get Out.
So, Mr. Houston, what is your media grails?
All right,
Television,
my
movies, TikToks,
so
Vines,
I mean, there's like the basic ones, you know,
blockbusters.
for TV. Obviously, you got the Breaking Bad, and I'm in the middle of Better Call Saul.
Yep. How do you like it so far?
Liking it.
Good.
I mean, it's just that every episode connects, and every like small tiny things from like 5 episodes come back, and it's just so good.
There's
Anyways,
just so many of them.
Game of Thrones up until the last season, the last 3 or 4 episodes.
Never watched it. I heard the ending's terrible.
I would say watch it, but the ending's just so bad.
That's what I heard.
So I don't know. Sopranos is classic. But I will say, I think this is kind of along the lines of your Fast and Furious, kind of like a nostalgia type deal. But my favorite all time show is probably Psych.
Yeah.
There's something about that show, man. It was the first show that was like mine that I liked.
Yeah.
Like, cause like in my family, I don't know, like growing up, like my mom had her shows that she really liked, and my sister had her shows, and I was just a little kid, and I didn't get to really choose, so I just watched what they watched.
Yeah.
But Psych was like the first one that was like mine that I really liked.
That's my show.
And I've rewatched it so many times. I just love it. And it's just like a procedural, like cable cop show, detective show with a little.
I've
bit of a
watched it
twist.
before. It's pretty good.
I don't know, something about it, man. I love it.
For me, that show is How I Met Your Mother. Because the end of 7th grade and the start of...
Talk about bad endings.
Yeah, for real. The end of 7th grade... Mine's empty. So into the last quarter of 7th grade and the first quarter of 8th grade, I was switching schools. So I had to do Epcot, which is now defunct because they way overestimated their users to get more money from the state. Nothing going on over here. Look at this illusion over here, folks. Don't look at Jordan. This better be like an 8x zoom in on your face, putting a pillow in.
It's Zen time, bro.
A little
It's Zen
upper
break.
decker.
There's going to be a graphic.
Yeah, sponsored by nobody.
Oh, God, imagine we get sponsored by Zen.
Sponsored by Zen. It would not change
Or
my
a competitor.
life at all. Ooh, who's their competitor?
There's someone called like Lucy. There's like another one at the gas station. I don't really pay attention to.
7-Eleven heaven.
Similar to him. Anyways,
Anyways,
I met your mother 7th, 8th grade.
so I was doing online schooling,
and
I wasn't good at it.
who was?
So my dad would work during the day. My stepmom worked nights as a nurse, so she slept through the day. I was a 13-year-old little man just hanging. So they set me up this little like desk with my computer on it. I'd log in, do the Pledge of Allegiance. They make you read it.
Made you do the Pledge of Allegiance on online school?
So I was a 13-year-old, scrawnier little dude.
Come on.
We'll throw it down. Little dude saying the Pledge of Allegiance. I'd leave my computer logged in for like 5 hours. I wouldn't touch a fucking thing. And then I'd log out. And the whole time, I would watch How I Met Your Mother. I probably watched it 7 times. There's like 9 seasons.
There's nothing better than that first watch through.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I think back about the shows I watched in like middle school and high school.
Yeah.
For the first time.
You can go back and watch.
Oh, just a binge. Just like all you can think about.
Breaking Bad.
But that first, you were slow to that, dude.
I was.
You took some convincing. Didn't you start and then stop for a bit? Or is that a different show?
I kind of got lost in the middle, so I had to go back.
That's what it was.
Like, I kind of like stopped for a minute, and then I waited so long I had to like pick up another season and get back into it.
It's kind of one of those shows where you kind of have to get in. Like the beginnings, it's exciting, but then it's got to build.
Yeah. Better Call Saul is a marathon. It's worth it.
Yeah.
It is worth it. That's like the most recent one of like one of those shows where like if I could just watch that again for the first time, like it's good. I don't know if I'd do another rewatch entirely because it's just so long, but it is really good.
Is it 5 or 6 seasons?
6.
6. 10 each?
The 6th season is pretty short.
Okay. I just watched, have you heard of the show Warrior? It's on HBO.
No, I have not.
It was really good. There's 3 seasons, and HBO dropped it.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, Max dropped it. Fumbled the bag because it's an incredible show, and Netflix picked it up.
Oh, really?
So it's coming back, but it's like it's based on a show that Bruce Lee was developing before he died.
Really?
And it's set in like the late 1800s in San Francisco.
Nice.
And it's like some of the best action scenes, like sequences I've ever seen.
Really?
It's like kung fu karate shit. It's so cool.
Jesse's dad loves Bruce Lee.
You should watch that show.
Ken, go watch Warrior.
If you got Max.
Right now.
It's pretty good.
Gator piss.
Gator piss. But I just finished that. And then I'm like, the worst feeling is the post binge can't find a new show.
Yeah.
I hate that feeling.
Agreed.
Then you sit on your ass just scrolling through Netflix and you start like something and you get like halfway through the first episode.
Yeah. I think my next show is Ozarks.
That's
that
a good
Barry.
one.
I gotta figure out which one I'm going to next.
And Barry?
Yeah.
Oh.
Talk about HBO, like carrying the load for just the standard of television.
Yeah, they have some good ones, I
The
guess.
Sopranos, Game of Thrones,
Mm.
that one business show, Professions, Ranch Dressings,
The recession.
Condescension,
Condensation. Photosynthesis.
Precipitation, Succession,
White Lotus. Oh.
Why?
Have you watched that yet?
No, I haven't.
I've tried it. I didn't like it.
Yeah, I didn't even bother.
I
was too busy watching the same show.
I don't know how you do that.
What do you mean?
I have favorite shows. I can't rewatch it.
Dude.
It has to be like at the very least like 6-month break.
No. Sometimes I'll just jump into a season.
And you sit there and you watch it. You don't do anything else. You just watch.
What's the point of watching something if you're not going to watch it?
I fucking play around on my iPad and my phone all the time. When the
You're
TV's
kind of like
on.
an iPad kid, though.
Oh, I am an iPad kid. You know it. I'm doodling, drawing pictures, playing games. I have to look up and be like, "Oh, what the fuck just happened?" Rewind. But there's iPad shows and then there's shows.
Right.
So you got like the Better Call Sauls,
Yeah.
the Breaking Bads. Those are the ones you watch. You don't do anything else. But then there's like throwaway shows like fucking The Rookie. That's the one I watched, or I just had it was on my iPad.
Or those
the whole
shows
time.
that just get like ground up into like short form content that's just reposted to good heavens.
Yeah,
Like The Rookie, Young Sheldon, and
not for me. What was another one? The Mentalist.
never seen it.
It's a total ripoff of my favorite ever show, Psych.
Psych. Is that a new one?
I wish. If there was one thing I could rewatch I wish there was a button I could press to just wipe like the thing from Men in Black.
Yep.
I wish. What would yours be? Oh, would it be Succession, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
What about movie?
The movie I could go back and watch for the first time. Probably Baby Driver.
Ooh. Did you see that in theaters first time?
Yes.
We had been together.
Probably were.
Because I went with the boys to see that in theaters. I just don't remember
think we
which
did.
boys.
Yeah.
We did so much shit back then. I don't remember what I did with like
I know.
who. So we had a big friend group and
Spent a lot of money.
a lot of money, a lot of time together.
A lot
but
of good times.
Sometimes some boys couldn't show up for some stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So you know what the worst feeling is? Going up to one of your boys and be like, "Remember that one time that one thing happened?"
you're
And
not
it was
that
like
boy.
the one night like they weren't there. I could have sworn you were there.
I think you were there.
You sure?
Pretty sure you were there.
It's gotta be shitty to be on the other end of that. I apologize if I've ever done that to you.
It's okay, bro. So Succession.
My favorite movie. I don't even know if I could answer that honestly. There's too many.
That's a big ask. Like if you could go back and watch it for the first time.
A movie?
Yep.
Ooh. Mamma mia. American Ultra.
Who?
Yeah, it's a shit. I really like it.
It's a shithead movie.
I really like it, but it's not the best movie. And it's a movie from a few years ago with Jesse Eisenberg, and he plays a sleeper agent who's just like living in this small town, and his girlfriend's Kristen Stewart.
Okay.
I think that's her name, the Twilight girl.
Kristen Stewart.
Yeah, and she looks like her character, her like hair and costume, like her out, she looks
Not
great.
a pale vampire.
Not a pale vampire. She looks awesome. And Jesse Eisenberg was actually pretty badass. But anyways, he plays a sleeper agent who's like a gas station clerk, just living a normal life. And then one day, someone shows up and says like a code to him, and then all of a sudden he's like a badass. And it's like kind of like a action comedy. Really good. No, I'm gonna go with Get Out.
Really?
Yeah, the
Okay.
first time I watched that was really good.
Yeah.
Because that was like the beginning of my like, I love horror movies now.
Mm-hmm.
And up until then, I was kind of just so on horror movies. But after I watched that, that's what got me into like horror movies. So I'm gonna switch to Get Out.
Okay.
No, okay. But yeah, I think they know a little more about us.
I think so.
I think like how I basically just repeated what your answers were for TV and then gave a random show. I'm gonna
Still can't tell if you made that movie up or not.
American Ultra.
No, I'm kidding.
It's a great movie, dude.
Sure.
Walton Goggins is in it. You know him?
No.
And he's a good actor. Topher Grace.
No.
Eric from That 70s Show.
Oh.
The only one from that cast that isn't a
Hasn't-
Scientologist
Yeah. Or a
or
rape.
a rapist.
conviction.
Yeah. A rape conviction, rape supporter, Scientologist. He was the only sane one. And they all used to bully him on set because he didn't want to be a piece of shit. Anyways.
So anyways.
Can't wait till that HBO documentary comes out. It's going to be hot.
You know what documentary that just takes me back? Did you ever watch The Last Dance
The Michael Jordan one?
back in 2020?
I saw bits and pieces.
Dude, so that came out like at the beginning of COVID, essentially.
Yeah.
It was amazing timing. Every Sunday night for the show, obviously not. Dude, I'm so glad we get to go through a pandemic, dude.
Every day I wish we could go back. I was an alcoholic. I was
know.
having the best time ever.
I know.
Just alone in not this basement, a different basement.
We didn't work. A much worse basement, by the way.
Much worse.
Like,
Imagine doing this in that basement.
no.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, we're on the come up.
Yeah.
In Jordan's
Finished
house.
basement. My mom's finished basement. Let's get back to Succession.
So Succession.
Halfway point of season 1 of our podcast and of the show.
Dude.
Would you look at that?
What?
Oh, man.
Crazy.
So, yeah, it's all right.
Really?
How do you... I want to know... You know what I'm interested in?
Yeah.
I want you to rank the seasons.
Ooh.
Obviously, don't get any spoilers or anything, but I just want to know what your ranking of the seasons are from worst to best.
From worst to best. So I'm gonna go
1, 2, 3, 4.
So definitely episode. So definitely.
So definitely So definitely
So definitely season 1 is probably at the bottom for me.
Okay. Thank God.
You're 5 episodes in. Dude, you
Just
gotta
gotta
get to
get better.
6 hours of watch time. Just 6
You
hours.
just gotta get to 6 hours of your life.
It's only almost a whole day's worth of work. Come on.
Plus all of this that had to go with it. It's only 100 hours.
So definitely episode 1. So definitely season 1.
This is all staying in, by the way. I ain't taking a second of this out. God, I love being an editor.
I gave him too many Infinity Stones. So definitely season 1 at the bottom for me.
Mm-hmm.
I would say next is probably going to be season 3.
Really?
I don't want to give any spoilers, obviously.
It'd be hilarious if you just started spoiling it right then.
So Kendall's dead.
So it was all a dream.
Greg is actually the founder of Waystar. So definitely I go 1, 3. Second's probably season 2, and I think season 4 is the top for me.
So they actually do go out on a bang.
They do.
All right.
They really do. And it reminds you, the end of the show reminds you what it is in its true form.
About a family, a dysfunctional, entitled family.
More of the emotions in the show. It's like a true dramedy, all the way through.
Mm-hmm.
And the ending makes the most sense. I love it.
All right. Good to know. I was curious about that.
Yeah.
So 1, 3, 2, 4.
Yep. Now I will say I make probably my 5 favorite episodes jump all the way all over the place. There's some god tier season 2 episodes. There's some great season 3 episodes, but the season the whole just doesn't make it enough for me.
Mm.
So I would definitely go 1, 3, 2, 4.
Sweet.
What about you?
Episode. Sorry. So okay.
Dude, you sound dumb, man. What are you doing?
Should we share with our lovely audience our 5 favorite moments so far
Absolutely.
through the first 5 episodes?
There's some good ones. There's a lot to pick through.
There's a couple.
So, should I start?
Yeah,
As
go
the
ahead.
Succession expert.
Expert. Sure.
Call me a Twitter employee because I'm an expert. That's a bar. Put that on a T-shirt.
This podcast
You
was good while it
jabroni.
ran. It was good while it lasted.
Yeah, jabronis.
This gator piss was mostly whiskey.
Mostly piss.
Mostly piss.
No gator, all piss.
That's what my daddy used to always say. He said, "Look, son, all gator, no piss."
Listen here, you little whippersnapper. If you ain't got enough more piss than gator, then what are you pissing about?
My daddy's daddy and his daddy's daddy before him. He used to always say, "You get home from the mines," and he'd say, "Those damn."
So I would, and I don't want to put these in any order.
Yeah. This is just
A collaborative, because you can't put such good media against itself. I mean, it's just so good. How do you rank it against what it is?
Yeah, sure. Mm-hmm.
So anyways, so one of my favorite moments from the first 5 episodes of this season 1, which
What? Reminded me of someone trying to write an essay, just kind of repeating and just trying to hit the word count. So you can't really compare my favorite moments from this first season. You can't really compare something that's so good to itself. So my top 5 moments from this first season are as follows. You're trying to hit the word.
are in no particular order
no
to
particular
this
order.
specific list of this occasion of this show.
Succession,
from
which
HBO
aired
Max.
initially in 2000.
September 25th, 2018, and ended on May 23rd, 2023. I don't know if those dates are right. I know the end's right. Put my house on it. It better be fucking right. So, anyways.
Kick
top
it off,
5
baby.
Top 5 favorite moments. Let's get into it. Let's chop it up. So one of my favorite moments from this was probably when Greg went to pick Ewan up for Thanksgiving.
Mm-hmm.
That was in our episode 5.
Last episode.
Go check out last episode, by the way, people.
Go look at it.
Check the YouTubes, check the Instagrams. Like all my parents and grandparents say, check the YouTubes, the Instagrams, the Facebooks. Peep it, people.
Peep it.
So when he went to pick Uncle Ewan up,
Mm-hmm.
who is actually his grandfather,
Mm-hmm.
he says, "Happy Thanksgiving, Grandpa." And Ewan answers with, "Not for the Indians." That's one of my favorite lines. I don't know why. It was just so true to the character. I loved it. His delivery.
Mm-hmm.
"Happy Thanksgiving, Grandpa." Not for the Indians. That was one of my favorite moments. I don't know why. It was just so good.
All right. I like that. It's a good one. I'm going to go with Greg barfing in the mascot
Ooh, that's a good one.
uniform.
Yeah.
I
I mean, talk about meeting a character. I mean,
that's just such a good first impression.
Yeah.
It really tells you who and what Greg is.
yeah.
He's a dog.
He's a
He's
dog.
a sick dog.
He's a sick puppy dog.
Oh man, I thought of another one. You go ahead. You go next.
Okay.
Our 6th favorite.
So another beautiful moment in the show Succession that aired on HBO.
Starring
starring
Brian-
Jeremy
or
Strong,
Brian
Brian Cox,
Cox,
Matthew McFadden, Sarah
and that
Snook,
one dude from
Kieran
Pride and
Culkin,
Prejudice, and the
Nicholas
one
Braun.
dude from Sky High.
I just freaking name dropped the whole cast. What you on? Say I'm not an expert. Twitter employee, baby.
So next.
So another one of my favorite moments of this first 5 one of my favorite moments.
Now you're getting the episodes mixed up with seasons. God damn. You got too much gator piss?
Gator piss.
Gator piss?
Took out. So another one of my favorite moments from these first 5 episodes was Mr. Roman
Mm-hmm.
taking charge, welcomed into his executive C-suite office.
Oh, yeah,
And
yeah.
what's the guy do? He closes the blinds.
Washes the windows.
He washed the windows indeed.
Mm-hmm. That's good. That's a good moment.
I mean,
It's another good, because that's early meeting him. That's another good intro
yeah,
of the.
it's like building the foundation of his character.
Yeah. A public masturbator. A sexual delinquent.
It's not public, dude. My dad owns the building.
Yeah, I was in my office.
Yeah, dude. My
In
dad's
front of a massive window.
out looking from the World Trade Center.
Yeah. That's pretty good.
What you got?
I'm gonna go. I've thought of like 2 more since we started,
Oh, nice.
but I'll go. I mean, you can't. Last episode. I think this is my. If we were putting them in order, this might be number 1 for me. The cranberry sauce smackdown.
Yep.
Logan hitting his grandson across the face with a can of cranberry sauce.
Yep. The form, delivery,
TV doesn't get better than that.
the demeanor. Man.
Huh? You look so confused. What? Yeah, I went to the market and I got a concussion. Yeah, that's pretty good. Probably my favorite so far, but
Yeah.
yeah, you. Yes.
So I would have to say another one of my favorite moments from these first 5 episodes would probably have to be.
Why are you restating it every time? Like we're in like a debate.
We don't have a word count for all of our sponsors?
No.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
I've been
All our many
filibustering.
sponsors.
I've been reading the yellow pages for an hour.
Mitch McConnelling it over here. Just.
So another one of my favorite moments for the first 5 episodes is so another one of my favorites
Yes.
would probably have to be when Logan is a thirstier boy than he thinks. And he just takes that coffee,
Oh yeah.
turns that bitch on like a faucet.
Yeah. So sad though.
I know, but
Just
like
staring off into space.
like it like builds his like character and like it almost like
Get all the local news. Buy all the news.
it's
What's
like
the population of Singapore?
Indonesia.
Indonesia. Fuck.
Like a billion.
Same difference.
Roman, you're a fucking moron. It's just like it puts you like against the character, but also makes you feel bad for him because you feel like, okay, he shouldn't be doing this job, but like I feel bad for the little
He's
guy.
a good old
He's
guy.
just a little old guy, man.
He's an old dude.
He's just an old man.
Grandpa.
He's pissing on the floor and
That was another.
throwing some coffee around.
I have some honorable mentions.
Yes.
Shiv punching Roman in the face.
So good.
A
bully beatdown.
Yeah. The proposal to Shiv.
Oh gosh, so good.
That was so funny.
Good call.
The same, like 2 seconds after Greg vomiting, him calling his mom by the car.
Yep.
Trying to make him an excuse.
I'm not sending you any more money, Greg.
And him trying to make an excuse about picking up a hitchhiker. And
Yep.
he was smoking. It looked like a doobie.
A doobie?
So good.
Also, if I can piggyback, when Shiv takes Greg's last $20 bill and he has no money left.
Yes. Shiv just mugged me.
And then he gets in the cab. What if you doesn't have $14?
That made me so mad.
We could just make a list of Greg moments.
Yeah.
Really.
That reminded me how mad you made me when you remembered the exact amount of money. Because that was one of my
so
questions.
Good. Yep.
And that's back when we were doing shots.
Listen, one of you doesn't have $14. Those were Fruit Loop shots too.
Oh God! I
You
want to
see how much we
those.
did not like those? Go watch old episode 2
If you want to see
for the boys.
there's a couple episodes where we both got visibly inebriated.
I went to Sheets after that episode.
Oh damn, that's dangerous. Get those the macaroni and cheese bites.
That's what I got. I got 2 of them.
Oh,
That's
2?
Yeah.
Like 2 individual ones or 2 orders?
2 orders. What I look like? Come on.
You look like 2 individual ones. I look like 2 orders. Those are pretty good moments.
Yeah. There's a lot of good moments, but just think. I never said get to episode 1, episode 2, 3, 4, 5.
Like I said, that's a good thing.
It's
not going to be good at episode 1. It's going to still suck at episode 2.
Suck 5 hours in.
You're not going to like it at episode 3.
But after 6 hours of show,
ooh, baby.
some showtime.
I really do truly, in all seriousness, I hope when the credits roll for episode 6,
Yep.
I hope I'm sitting in that very chair, a little tipsy, saying, God damn, was he right?
Let me put it to you this way. You're going to like it so much. You're going to like the last music score even more than the episode. You have to pay attention to the last song in episode 6. So good. So good. I cannot wait for us to film this next episode so I can get your genuine, honest reaction. I'm going to live vicariously through you for the next 3 seasons just to say that you got to watch them for the first time because they're going to stick with you forever.
Not to put any pressure on it or anything.
Yeah, it's no pressure.
No pressure.
It's no big deal. If you don't like it, it's no big deal.
It's gonna suck if I come in here next episode like.
It was kind of mid.
I mean, it's kind of. I pulled my iPad out mid episode. Got bored. But yeah, no, those are pretty good moments. I'm looking forward to it.
I think we really have a good feel on the characters now. I think now we get to kind of see them inner work within themselves. Like now, Greg and Tom kind of have a thing, and they're also linked together. But also, Greg has a little leverage on Tom, and he doesn't know it yet. So that could kind of unfold into something.
I'm excited to see Shiv more.
Yeah.
Like, we kind of only see her in the context of like things that are going on with the family.
Right.
Hopefully, I don't know if she does, but if she gets more involved with the business, or we see more of like what she does for a living, like see like.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see more about.
Would you rather see her go further into the political strategist career path, or become involved with the Waystar business?
Waystar.
Okay.
I would like to see the drama of like her being thrown in there and Kendall having to deal with it.
How do you think she would handle that if she were put into that kind of role? Just on the character that you know right now. Like, would she be in there just fucking shit up, or would she be like waiting on daddy and like...
I think she'd be absolutely cutthroat.
You think so? Is that just because of how she treats Tom?
Tom and Kendall, and how she talked to that one lady when the picture controversy happened.
Yeah.
The news lady who runs the news.
Yep.
The girl from Scrubs.
Her name's Ava, by the way.
Okay. Yeah, I think she'd be cutthroat.
Yeah. Interesting. We'll see.
And I also want to see what Margarita's game is.
Margarita has some moves.
She's doing stuff behind the scenes.
She's got some pawns out there.
She's not some innocent old lady, all right?
No. She's a slippery old bitch.
That's Margarita. She's a slippery old bitch.
Margarita. The slippery old bitch.
Oh, man. Do we have, I guess I was about to ask you, do you have any predictions?
So my predictions are going to be 100% correct because I can recite this stupid show bar for bar.
Bar for bar.
Because it's not line for line because this is a masterpiece of bars. Hold up. Bars.
You know what that reminds me of? Josh Gambino.
Orangutangus?
Yeah. Our old
Should
rap
we tell
group.
him or should we save it for next episode?
Maybe save it.
You guys
Maybe
got to
tease.
watch next episode
Gotta
and find
watch
out
it.
what orangutangus is.
It's going to be the most uneventful, anticlimactic
Not what it was,
reveal.
not what it will be, what it is.
What it could have been.
Definitely what it could have been. We are a bunch of had-beens, and we are a bunch of...
What do you mean? We have a podcast in my mom's basement.
Yeah, with sponsorships and executive producer and
A live
microphones. We got microphones out here.
A live courtroom.
Yeah.
What do they call it? Drawers? the people in the courtroom that
We
draw
got one of them courtroom
one of them
drawers.
courtroom drawers on the paper with the pencils and stuff.
One of them.
Have you seen those?
The
keyboard-
Etch-a-Sketches.
Yeah.
We got an
A real live Etch-a-Sketch. Have you seen those keyboards that the stenographers use?
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's pretty cool.
How do they?
Anyways,
Nice.
Gambino.
Gambono.
Bars.
Bars.
One of our favorite all-time songs. Bonfire.
Yep.
I still know every single word to that song
We can sing it right now.
easily. He's in the show right now. New show. Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
I did see that.
Watched the first episode. Did not like it.
Really.
So boring.
And you are like you would suck his wiener. Like, so let's be real.
And a heartbeat.
Yeah.
Hands down. He's one of the most talented human beings on planet Earth.
Yeah.
Comedian, stand-up, comedy writing, sitcom acting,
Yep.
action acting,
Yep.
music.
Yep. Well,